A new generation of racers following family tradition. Jason Jarrett, son of Dale. Sterling Marlin's son, Stedman Marlin, is in the field in Nashville. And a host of newcomers hoping to launch their stock car careers. And then the veterans. Tim Steele, the Superspeedway ace. Shauna Robinson looking for her first career win. Defending series champion Frank Kimmel. And look who showed up to play the role of spoiler. It's Ken Schrader in the ARCA Remax series on Speed Vision. Coming at you next. Welcome to the brand new Nashville Superspeedway in Lebanon, Tennessee. Suzuki presents the ARCA Remax Stock Car Series. Today, round 2 of the 2001 season, the PFG Lester 150. Hello again, everyone. I'm Rick Benjamin, joined by two-time ARCA Series champion Bill Venturini. Don Radabaugh is on pit road for us. Bill, great to have you with us today in a beautiful new racetrack for these ARCA stars.
Yeah, the ARCA drivers have never been on an all-concrete racing surface, and that's what we've got today. It's going to make it really interesting.
This will be the first race ever held at the new Nashville Superspeedway. 1.3 miles of concrete. Let's meet our pole sitter today, down to Don Radabaugh.
Thanks, Rick. Although today's starting grid is stacked with a full field of eager young rookies ready to make their mark on the new Nashville Superspeedway, it's the crafty old veteran that again found his way to the front, talking about defending ARCA Remax Series champion Frank Kimmel on the pole with a brand new track record. Obviously a real good race car here for you, Frank. How confident are you that you can keep this very stout field behind you for 150 miles and roll this race car into victory lane?
A crafty old veteran. How about this crafty veteran, I guess? But I don't know. The car's been great. Advanced Auto Parts Ford this weekend has really been awesome. And we just hope it runs all day. If it runs all day, I think we'll be there at the end.
I think that's a safe bet. Frank Kimmel ready to get real busy here in Nashville.
Kimmel, the quick qualifier, more than 151 miles an hour here at the Nashville Superspeedway. Big crowd on hand to see the first stock car race ever here at this brand new facility. The engine's about to fire. The fireworks are in the air. We're about to bring you 150 miles of ARCA Remax stock car action today here on Speed Vision. When we come back, we'll check the starting grid for today's PFG Lester 150. Our coverage today being brought to you by Remax and the race to sell homes. Our track record, second to none. Remax, outstanding agents, outstanding results. And by Cornwell Quality Tools. Professional mechanics worldwide choose Cornwell, the official tools of ARCA. And by Suzuki ATVs, makers of the Quadmaster 500 4x4. It has the performance to keep you rolling. Lebanon, Tennessee, brand new, beautiful Superspeedway. Second race of the season for the ARCA Remax Stock Car Series. Today, the PFG Lester 150 here on Speed Vision. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. Frank Kimmel has the pole. We talked with him earlier. Mike Swaim Jr. from Trinity, North Carolina in the 22 car. The second row, young Stanton Barrett driving the 15 from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Robert Burrows from Laurel, Mississippi.
Inside row 3, Jason Jarrett. Next to him, Shauna Robinson into Ford. Row 4, Philip Cranifus, that is the son of Michael Cranifus, and Stuart Corby.
Ken Schrader starts 9th today in his 99 car, and Andy Belmont in the number 1 Ford. Billy Venturini, you know that guy, inside the 6th row. And outside row 6, Chase Montgomery from Nashville, Tennessee. 7th row is Joe Cooksey in the 51 car, and A.J. Hendrickson driving the 17.
Inside row 8, Rick Corelli, the old Winston West driver and a super truck driver right now. And next to him, Stedman Marlin.
Ron Cox from Saudi Daisy, Tennessee starts 17th, and Rick Markle from Mooresville, North Carolina in the 60 car. The 10th row, Tim Steele, the man of steel in the 16 car, and Mark Gibson from Winder, Georgia in the 83.
Inside row 11, Anthony Hill driving a Ford, and next to him, Greg Sarf, also in a Ford. Inside row 12, Norm Benning driving a Chevrolet, and next to him, Kevin Counselor, also in a Chevrolet.
13th row, Donnie Morlock from Clearwater, Florida in the 48 car, and Chuck Weber from Mesquite, Texas in the Cardinal Tool Company Chevrolet. The 14th row, Jeffrey Falk from Chesapeake, Virginia in the Little Joe's 91, and Mike Buckley from Ann Arbor, Michigan in car number 28.
Inside row 15, Mike Harmon in a Ford. Next to him, Todd Bowser. That's a familiar name in this series.
Randall Ritter starts 31st in the 31 car. Nate Monteith lines up alongside Randy Briggs and Kevin Belmont in the 17th row. Dion Cicerelli and James Hilton make up row 18 with provisionals. Brad Smith and Jeff Streeter from Vinton, Iowa will be shotgun on the field here today. So Bill Venturini, interesting racetrack, a lot of challenges I'm sure for all of these guys today. 1.33 miles around here.
Yeah, but notice what it says, concrete oval. That's something these guys have never raced on.
You know, $170,000 up for grabs today, and we've got in-car camera looks for you as well. Taking us for a ride today will be the Remax Chevrolet. Rick Corelli lines up 15th in the 05 car. We'll also take a ride with Andy Belmont and his Ford, the America Online #1. Belmont on the outside of the 5th row. And I know we'll get some great looks from our third onboard camera today, the Federated Auto Parts Pontiac of Ken Schrader. He starts 9th.
Oh, yeah, I wonder why. We're going to get some good shots from Ken Schrader.
Well, Schrader, probably one of the few guys in the field who has experience at a concrete racetrack, having run at Bristol and, of course, at Dover.
At Dover, right. I got to tell you, I got to thank Ken Schrader. He has been really helpful with my son's program this year because we've got one of his cars that runs short track races.
Schrader in that Pontiac very strong. They've won a Winston West race with that car already. Let's find out about the tire situation here. Down to Don Radabaugh.
Just a few quick notes before we get going here, guys. This is a brand new concrete super speedway, a very green racetrack with very little rubber on it, and that can be of concern to the drivers. It was also a concern to Hoosier Tire. They were worried about tire wear as well as they should be. So they took the conservative approach and brought a very, very hard tire that can be good for these guys' pocketbooks. They can race all day long on it, but it can also be bad because this tire can easily lose its grip. So going to have to walk a fine line here at Nashville Superspeedway. Although a relatively short race at 150 miles, they're going to have to be very, very careful and somehow very, very patient here today in Nashville.
Boy, Don hit the word right on the head, patience. You know, we practiced with these tires yesterday, and these tires do not have a lot of grip right away. You've got to get maybe 15, 20 laps, and then that's when they really start to give you at least a decent grip.
Fast qualifying speed here, more than 151 miles an hour, so a pretty quick racetrack, not much rubber down. We'll ask Bill Venturini in a little while what the practice and qualifying sessions were like. Real challenging for most of these ARCA Remax Series teams. Green flag is in the air. Frank Kimmel on the pole. Mike Swaim Jr. on the outside. We're underway, and it's Kimmel to the early lead.
See right away the field's getting spread out right away. Everybody's so cautious here because of the new track and the concrete surface. They don't know what to expect, so I expect everyone to really be tiptoeing for about the first 10 or 15 minutes.
Kimmel your leader, Swaim in second spot. Stanton Barrett in that blue number 15 moving to third. He starts third today. Robert Burrows tucking in behind. Mike Swaim Jr., I think an interesting story. His dad was a big star in the Goodies Dash series for a long time. Mike is doing very well in it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And he's with a new program this year, and it's really shown. He's been good here in Nashville. He was good in Daytona, so I expect a lot out of Mike's new program this year.
Stanton Barrett trying to get close and challenge him for second spot. There's the 8 car of Shauna Robinson and Ken Schrader already making a big move. Schrader up to 5th. Tim Steele on the move too early. We're on board with Schrader shown in 6th as we complete the first couple of laps. How bumpy is this racetrack?
Yeah, you know, I don't ask me. I don't know. I haven't been in a race car. But I asked my son that, yesterday, and he had said the track is really kind of smooth. You know, there was one part of him said they felt a little bumps in it, but he said he never even noticed it. And look at us. You're watching Ken Schrader go underneath Shauna Robinson right now for 5th.
Shauna driving the Michael Kranifus Ford, the 8 car. Schrader in that Federated Pontiac rolling quickly to the front. Dives underneath Shauna Robinson to grab the spot.
Yeah, you got to remember, this isn't a true oval. This has got kind of a little dog leg in the front straightaway again, so the cars will react differently in each corner.
Dover Downs Entertainment, of course, building this racetrack. They've only been working on the actual construction for about 14 months or so. They've done a great job to get this track ready to go racing this weekend.
Yeah, you know, you get here, the facility is beautiful. They don't have all the garages yet built. You know, we didn't quite have all our garages ready, but the facility itself is just first class.
How about young Stuart Kirby? 7th spot already in Bob Shack's machine. He was so impressive at Daytona.
Yeah, but you know, you hit the key word there, Bob Shack's machine. Bob Shack he has good equipment. He always has. I've raced with him for many years in the series, and he has good equipment.
Andy Belmont in the 1 car riding 10th. You take a look at the dog leg on the front stretch that Bill referred to down into turn 1.
Yeah, and look, you go right down. The perfect way to get around this racetrack is down on that yellow line, right there on the bottom. The second groove has no grip whatsoever.
It hasn't come in yet. Now, watching down in turn 1, we'll see what turn 3 looks like, but I see an awful lot of scuff marks up on the outside retaining wall.
Well, you know, fresh surface. They came with a very hard conservative. Yeah, look up against the wall. You can see there's an awful lot of tire marks. Qualifying was pretty interesting the other day. They wrecked quite a few cars in qualifying.
On board again with Andy Belmont as we truck down to the turn 1. You got a glimpse of Tim Steele of the HS Dye Ford, the 16 on the outside trying to get around Belmont.
Yeah, I was surprised Tim Steele didn't qualify as good as we had expected him. He had ran pretty decent in practice, but I just think he you got to understand this. Oh, we got a spin right now.
We sure do. Trouble for Chase Montgomery in the Peterson Racing Chevrolet. He's gone around and obviously made contact with the wall. Back into that car is pretty thoroughly bent up. As we're on board with Rick Corelli, we'll take a quick timeout on Speed Vision. Frank Kimmel is your early leader. Welcome back to the ARCA Remax Series on Speed Vision. I'm Rick Benjamin. Bill Venturini is alongside Don Radabo on pit road. Ready to go green after our first caution. Chase Montgomery spinning out of turn 2 and whacking the wall, but he is okay, and we're ready to go racing again. Kimmel, your restart leader in the 46, the 22 of Mike Swaim. Stanton Barrett in the 15, the top 3 drivers, and Ken Schrader heading toward the front.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed? You know, we're on a new racing surface. We're on a tire that we know isn't got a lot of grip, and now the sun's going in and out, in and out. These drivers have no clue what's happening to these race cars right now.
Kind of like skating on ice with dull blades, right? Here comes Schrader. Look at this. Quickly to the inside, looking for a spot on Stanton Barrett, going for third. We are on board the Federated Pontiac.
Okay, I did see that left front tire down on the apron. It was under the yellow line. You got to come up a little, Kenny.
Now, when they were talking about building this racetrack, Bill, I was under the impression it was going to be much more steeply banked. This is almost a flat racetrack.
You know, we were under the same impression, too. We thought it was going to be a much more higher banked racetrack. And I think it kind of surprised everybody. You can see Ken have to jerk the wheel a little. Car got a little loose. The problem they've had here is 3 and 4 is beautiful. At the corner we're going in right now, you can put it down on the bottom, and the car sticks there. Where in 1 and 2, you got to really tiptoe because there's not as much grip.
And one driver moving up through the field smartly. How about Jason Jarrett in the 67 car? That Pontiac started 38th. He's gained 24 spots, about to make it 25 as we come through the trial.
Well, you got to realize he did qualify 5th fastest. He was really fast. He is really fast. They made an engine change. The rule states that when you make an engine change before the race, you have to start at the tail.
And here's Ken Schrader on the move in that 99 car. Blows by Mike Swaim Jr. to take over second.
Wasn't he just in 5th a couple laps ago?
I think Ken Schrader may have figured out this racetrack. If there's one thing Schrader should have an advantage with, all the different places he's raced at all over the country, coming to a new place is no big deal for him.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Plus, the amount of experience Ken Schrader brings to the table versus almost everybody in the ARCA series. You know, he's got as much experience as probably half of the field put together. You know, you got to realize you've got some veterans that have been here for a while, but then you got a lot of young guys, a lot of new talent. You know, look at my son. He's only raced 40 races his whole life.
And he's learning. He's in the early part of the learning curve. Shauna Robinson working her way toward the front, working her way toward a big league career, she hopes. She'll try to make her first career Winston Cup start a little later on this season. And Michael Craniff is his fourth. Here she is trying to get by Stanton Barrett for a spot. Field's starting to separate out here a little bit now. We check in on the battle for 11th spot. Some of the contenders have started a little deeper in the field, trying to move toward the front. And let's check back in with Rick Corelli. He is 11th in that Remax Chevrolet.
Yeah, you can see he's running down the back straightaway, right up to the wall down the back straightaway. Now he should try and get down to the bottom. You got to realize there's a car there. You don't see it here, but he's racing side by side right now, so he can't stick it down on the bottom. There, he's cleared the car of 51 Joe Cooksey. Now he's going to be able to go back down to the bottom.
Andy Belmont in the 1 car, the American Online Ford, still running in 10th spot. Looking in his mirrors to see where Corelli might be. The High Plains drifter, one of the great stories in the sport, survived a horrendous wreck in the Craftsman Truck Series event at Memphis a couple of seasons back, which literally moved his right eye to the side of his head. Doctors were able to put it back into its proper place. His eyesight returned. Corelli has resumed his career, won a race last year at the NASCAR Craftsman.
You got to remember, his sponsor on his race car is also the series sponsor for ARCA.
Are you saying there might be a little holy water on that?
Well, you never know.
Jason Jarrett now right up behind Corelli's machine as they battle for 11th. 67 car, Jarrett in that Pontiac, very, very quick here in the early going, and as you said, they've been quick all weekend.
Yeah, you know, you just got to remember the situation. Now it's going to get tougher as a fast car moves up through the field. You know, at first you say, hey, he jumped 10 spots. That's fine, but now he's racing with the faster cars. Now it's going to take him a lot longer to make any type of position move.
Corelli putting pressure on Andy Belmont for 10th as they come out of the front straightaway. There you get a sense of just how much of a bend there is, how much of a dog leg there is in the front chute, and Corelli rolls right by on the bottom of the racetrack.
Oh, I like that camera work. We went from the car passing to the one that got passed. I like that. You want to know something? Everyone's asking me, do I miss racing? The only time I miss it, and this is the truth, is right now when I see an in-car camera. And I don't miss it when I'm crewing for my son or anything else, but when I see that in-car camera, that's the only time I miss it.
Well, I know you miss it too when there's an opportunity to go to victory lane. Any drivers have the success you have had certainly must miss that part of it. Stuart Kirby in 9th. He's starting to back up now in Bob Shack's 75 car. Here comes Corelli and Belmont and Jason Jarrett. And Kirby up high is going to give some ground here to Corelli.
Oh, you don't want to get up that high, especially in that corner.
Corelli says, thank you very much. I'll take the low line and move right on by. Here comes Jarrett as well. So Kirby gets shuffled back a couple of spots. Corelli looks awfully quick, and we've got a caution. There's a spin on the front straightaway. Donnie Morlock in the 48 car, the Mountain Rock Music Ford. He goes around.
He spun, but he didn't hit anything, which is really fortunate.
But yellow is waving here on the speedway. The PFG Lester 150 under caution now. Frank Kimmel is your leader. We'll be right back on Speed Vision. Welcome back to Nashville Superspeedway, Lebanon, Tennessee. I'm Rick Benjamin with Bill Venturini and Don Radabaugh. The ARCA Re Series, second event of the 2001 season. We've had 2 cautions so far in the early going. Frank Kimmel, Ken Schrader, and Mike Swain with Stanton Barrett restarting 4th. Back underway. Kimmel now. He'll watch that 99 as Schrader dive to the inside. Here comes Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny's already got the preferred line getting into 1 and 2, but Kimmel's been able to hold him off a little. Yeah, coming off, definitely the lower line has a much better bite coming off.
Schrader does this for a hobby, believe it or not. He says, hey, I just like to go racing so much, I want to load up my own race car and go run some Winston West and some ARCA. He's running strongly here today. Taking over the top spot. Kimmel hangs on for the moment right alongside, but you've got to figure that Schrader, as quick as he is going to be able to take, well, here comes Kimmel right back at him.
And I noticed Mike Swam, he thinks, okay, maybe we can try 3 wide. No, I don't think it'll work, Mike, but, just hang on. Don't worry, we're early in the race.
Schrader working the low side. Kimmel unable to maintain the advantage on the high side. Schrader is your new leader. Swaim Jr. rides 3rd, bracketing Kimmel, the pole sitter here today. Now, Kimmel had the quickest car in qualifying. That doesn't seem to matter much now that we're actually racing.
No, Schrader had a little problem qualifying. He came off of the 4th corner. The car got sideways. He shut it down. He says, that's it. I'm in the show. I asked him after qualifying, what happened? He says, hey, I was scared enough. That's it. 1 lap.
And the inside obviously working better. Schrader pushes up the racetrack. Kimmel goes back by to retake the top spot.
Yeah, Kimmel's car is just working excellent. He's been working excellent all weekend, And the bad part is his brother. I should say the bad part. His brother Bill's his crew chief, and him and my son Billy have been talking a lot. And every time they do, it makes more work for me.
Come on, Dad. We need to put this on our car.
Yeah, well, it seems to work right now. Billy's running 5th.
Now Schrader blew up through the field quickly, took the lead. Kimmel gave it up briefly, came back to the inside and retook the point. Now he and Schrader pulled away from Swaim in 3rd. How about Shauna Robinson in the 8 car, moving up nicely to 4th?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe Schrader was just testing his car to see how fast he could get to the front, if he can get to the front, if he can pull away. Right now there's cat and mouse game going on right now because it's a long race and we're really still early in it.
It's Kimmel and Schrader 1 and 2. There's Shauna in the 8 car running in 4th spot behind Mike Swain. All alone at the moment, but doing a great job.
She's got that Aaron Rentz sponsorship. That's new for her car this year. Last year it was the Kmart car. This year it's the Aaron Rentz. That's I guess that's got to do something with the Michael Waltrip program that she's going to be doing some races with him in the Busch Series also.
Running 4 or 5 Busch Series events for Michael Waltrip's Busch Series team. Shauna running nicely down the back straightaway in that Taurus. Just at the moment riding, we're still early in the game here. 150 miles of action at Nashville Superspeedway. Now Kimmel, you can see, has opened up about 8 car lengths on Schrader. Billy Venturini, you know that guy in the 25 car riding in 5th spot. Tell us about this effort.
Oh, yeah. We're really excited about this year. We've got Permatex right now for a couple of races and IRM. That's Bill Clements with his incentive risk management company. But we're hoping that everyone stays with us. We can run the whole season. We're excited. We ran Daytona. We're now here at the 2nd race at Nashville. Our plans are to run the whole season, and it's showing we've got a good program. The kid's really learning. And actually, he sets the car up now. I don't even do that. Wow. So he's been doing an excellent job.
You passed the torch very nicely. On board with Rick Corelli in the Remax Chevrolet in the 05 car, running 8th. Corelli slowly making his way toward the front. I remember when Rick a couple of years ago with the Remax backing tried Winston Cup. They had difficulty qualifying several times. They folded up the program and went back out to Colorado. He's got a new lease on life in the Craftsman truck.
Well, actually, as you mentioned that, when we were in Phoenix one year, he was running the Southwest Tour and the Cup race. I was there. He crashed the Southwest Tour car. He needed to have for the happy hour, they needed to take the Winston Cup car out. I climbed in it and I practiced it for him for happy hour.
A lot of fun for you, I bet. Jason Jarrett on the move. He sneaks under Pirelli in that 67 car. Jason Jarrett now takes over 8th spot.
This Jason Jarrett, what a smooth driver. You know, these young drivers make me sick, you know.
He's on the move to the front, running in 8th spot. We'll be back on Speedway. Welcome back to Nashville, actually Lebanon, Tennessee, the brand new Nashville Superspeedway, the ARCA Re Series. I'm Rick Benjamin with Bill Venturini, watching Sterling Marlin's son Stedman, third-generation driver, coming up to battle Andy Belmont here for 11th.
Well, you have to expect the Marlin to be in a race somewhere around Nashville. Yeah. I mean, any racetrack in Nashville, there's a Marlin racing.
On board with Belmont, Stedman ran a Busch Series race last year for Team Sadco at the Nashville Speedway, the short track that still exists in town. Did a great job there. Now he's driving for the Sadler brothers, that 95-car veteran team.
Earl and Chuck Sadler, they've had first-class equipment in ARCA and in the Winston Cup Series, and they're from Nashville area, so this is home for everybody.
Natural situation to have them and to have Stedman Marlin in that car at this event. Marlin trying to reel in Belmont as they'll battle for 11th spot here, still in the early going at Nashville Superspeedway.
You know, before we went to break, I made a comment about these young drivers make me sick. What I mean is, look at these guys. They're you know, anywhere from 18 to 25 years old, and my son's one of them. How smooth they are. Us old veteran drivers, we were drive it in, steer it, stab it, get the car sideways. These kids today, they just glide through the corners, and they're so much faster. It makes me sick.
Well, Shauna Robinson has been around quite a while. She's revived her career the last couple of years, running a nice fourth, lapping some slower cars already, trying to hold Billy Venturini back, who's coming on strong in 5th.
Yeah, he's going around.
And a puff of smoke out of the 25 car.
Ooh, all right, was that tire smoke or was that engine smoke?
Hard to tell.
I don't know.
Hard to tell.
All right, I won't look.
All right, that's good. You're thinking about expensive checks that may need to be written here in the next couple of days. Shauna still 4th. Venturini is 5th. Stanton Barrett back in 6th spot in the 15 car as we watch this battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Okay, am I allowed to say something?
Sure.
Tell him what to do? No, I mean to say something to my son here. Yeah. Okay. Wheeler and reeler and there's that smoke again.
Same place. I think that'd be tire smoke since it's the same place on the racetrack.
Okay, I'm going to definitely have to pay attention to this. He's starting to back up just a little here.
Yeah. Now, would that be a situation where he might have burned the right rear tire up already?
No, I don't think that. You know, if it's tire smoke, it looks to me like it may be just rubbing on the fender.
Just because of the contour of the racetrack and where he is in that particular spot. You see this time, down the front stretch again. Stanton Barrett in 6th in the 15 car, trying to make a move on Venturini, and there it is one more time.
Yeah, it looks like it's just coming out the right side right now, which would lead you to believe that it probably is tire smoke.
But it's a body rub.
Yeah, it could be a body rub.
Lapping by the 47 car, slow machine there.
Yeah, I noticed a little more smoke there. We're gonna have to see if we can get a report. I'm gonna need a report before I have a heart attack up here on what's going on.
Well, one of the dangers, of course, is that you can cut down a tire if that situation persists. Stanton Barrett, meantime, seems to be dropping back off the pace a little bit as well here. He seems to be in trouble. And there's the reason for it. We've got a caution flag. Philip Cranifus in the 88 car, the other Michael Cranifus Ford, he's hit the wall a ton and bent up the front end of that race car. So yellow is waving. Let's get another look from Andy Belmont's onboard camera.
Oh, look at it. He's way up in the loose stuff already. Oh.
A tank slapper goes around the wrong way and right into the wall. So Philip Cranifus' first effort in that 88 car comes a cropper here in the early going at Nashville Superspeedway. Great crowd on hand. Many of the leaders will take advantage of the caution period to come onto pit road, try to get some tires here. Would this be a 4-tire stop, Bill?
Yeah, definitely. You know, now if you're going to come in, you're going to put 4 tires on and check them, just to check them, and go from there.
On board with Schrader. Frank Kimmel in the 46 is the race leader. He's going to come onto pit road. Schrader right behind him. Don Radabaugh on pit road as the leaders come down to the attention of their crews.
Well, with 52 laps on the board, nearly halfway, we expected some activity here on pit road. We were going to get it. I was going to tell you about all the adjustments that were going to go on the Advanced Auto Parts Ford of Frank Kimmel, but quite frankly, there'll be no adjustments. Frank Kimmel told brother Bill and crew chief that this is the best race car he has ever sat in. Amazingly, he's taken right side rubber. He'll take left side rubber. The Aaron's car, Shauna Robinson, is down to the way, and Frank Kimmel now down
Not a really quick pit stop from Kimmel's team. Andy Belmont's team, meantime, they're struggling as well, and the ARCA officials holding him on pit road.
He's getting a 15-second penalty. That could be either from going down pit road too fast or having an extra man over the wall.
Looks like the call is he was too fast on pit road. Troubles for the 25-car maybe at Billy Venturini. We'll get back to that in a moment. Meantime, the ARCA Online Ford is underway. We'll be back in Nashville. At Nashville Superspeedway getting set for a restart. The 91 car will have the restart pole on the outside line. Jeffrey Falk from Chesapeake, Virginia. He did not come into the pits. Kevin Counselor will line up second. Stanton Barrett will go third as we get ready to drop the green one more time in our Suzuki mid-race field summary. Green flag waving. Stanton Barrett very quick. He'll jump around those two cars in front of him, try to get to the lead as we get back to racing.
Yeah, right now the field's going to be pretty well jumbled up because some cars pitted, some didn't, and you've got some fast cars in the back, and you're going to see them go through the field pretty quick right now. Schrader definitely waves to somebody for letting him go by smooth.
Stanton Barrett is your leader, the 24th car, a lap machine. He started on the inside, Shauna Robinson right behind, and here comes Schrader gunning for third. He's got Frank Kimmel in tow. They will dive to the inside of Shauna coming off turn 4.
Well, now these three cars have 4 fresh tires, so there's no advantage between either one of them on who's got fresher tires right now.
Shauna's crew got her down in the way quicker. She was able to pass both Kimmel and Schrader.
Yeah, she had a good pit stop out. You know, it's nice when you don't have to pass these cars on the racetrack and your pit crew helps you out on pit road.
But Schrader is much quicker at the moment. Now Kimmel gets some strength going down the back straightaway. He'll take that Advanced Auto Parts Ford back around Schrader.
Well, it is showing. His brother Bill, Frank Kimmel's brother Bill, said that this was the best car they've got, and it's showing right now.
Schrader will tuck down low through the dog leg. He settles into third. Stanton Barrett is your leader in that 15 car. Barrett doing a nice job, and here's Shauna back to 4th spot.
Yeah, she's dropped back a couple spots, but I think she's comfortable here right now. She's going to let these tires settle in. You know, I said it earlier, these tires need about 15 laps before you can really get brave and start to push them. And I think that's a smart move on her part, is to just drop back and get some heat in.
Corelli in the Remax Chevrolet, he's moved up to 5th. Good pit work for Corelli's team. Gained him several spots on pit road. He's trying to track down Shauna Robinson and challenge her for 4th position. The High Plains Drifter. Meantime, here's Kimmel charging to the inside of Barrett, going for the lead in turn 1, and he's got it.
Frank looks like he's a man on a mission today. He wants to lead every lap.
Didn't take him long to sift his way back through the field and climb back into the top spot of that 46 car. Defending ARCA Remax Series champion wants to post his first win of the year here today. Kimmel looking very strong, handling very smoothly. That report from Don Radabaugh where Kimmel said it was the best race car he'd ever sat in. Obviously, he's using it to full advantage here at the moment. First 4 cars have strung themselves out nicely. As we take a look at Jason Jarrett in that purple Biomet Pontiac, the 67 car. He's climbed to 6th, but he was very quick in the early laps. Doesn't look quite so fast at this point. We're going to find out more about the situation with Jason Jarrett's team. Scott Eldridge, his crew chief Don Radabaugh, is with him on pit road.
Scott Eldridge, I know you guys had to change motors as a result, start from the tail end, but to see on the scoreboard you're also running 6th. Obviously Jason likes what he's got going there.
Yeah, we're running good right now. We really had a good pit stop. We just kind of biding his time. I mean, early in the race we kind of got the brakes hot, working some of the lap traffic. It's just where we caught him at, and it's really slick on the outside. So we just kind of bided our time a little bit here. It's a long way to go still.
Long way to go indeed. We're just about halfway this afternoon. The 25 car, Billy Venturini, had your Chevrolet Bill up in 5th spot. He's struck back to 9th. He's fallen off the base.
Well, you know, when they came in, they made 2 pit stops. You said when you saw Andy Belmont's car go by, trouble with him. Report is that there is some oiling problem in the motor. It's not tire smoke we're seeing. It's definitely an engine problem.
Man of Steel in the 16 car up to 7th. He shuffled Mike Swain Jr. back to 8th in the 22 car. Tim Steele, also a great story, had severe head injuries a couple of years ago. Took him quite a while to get over that, to heal from those injuries and get back in the race car. But now he's shown he's very fast. Here comes Swain, though, back on the inside. Good battle for 7th spot.
Yeah, Mike Swain was able to stick his nose underneath Tim and go right by him down the back straightaway.
Swain takes the spot back from Steele. Mike Swain started on the outside pole today from Trinity, North Carolina, the Dynatech Communications Chevrolet. That 22 team looking very quick here in the early going. Venturini in the 25 car, he's reeled Steele in now.
Yeah, you know, we said we had a report of an oil problem. Yeah, what it is, it looks like it's just sucking in some oil. If you remember, there was a race back, I guess it was Daytona or Talladega, where Jeff Burton was doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's an intake problem where it's just sucking oil into the intake. Only when he's off the gas, you see if it does it again, the center of the corner. Yeah, right there. See, when you're full throttle, the oil's not being sucked in because you're running all that fuel through it. The minute you get off the throttle, it sucks some oil through the runner. Because it's not affecting the performance of the car, that's for sure.
No, he's back up to speed, sneaking by Steele, diving down into turn 3 the last time by to move that car back into 8th. And you see that smoke showing once again, but as we say, not any effect on the speed of the race car. Stedman Marlin in the 95, the Sadler Brothers Ford. He's riding 13th. Andy Belmont directly in front of him in the 1 car in 12th. Belmont got a little out of shape off the corner there. Here's Marlin to the inside of the position.
Yeah, I got to give Stedman Marlin credit. You know, it goes underneath Andy Belmont. Something that we didn't talk about was he wrecked his primary car in practice the first day. They went back to their shop and brought their backup car. So, you know, you come here to a new speedway, the kid wrecks it. The first day, he was like, I guess the first 5 minutes of practice, he junked the car. So his confidence level may have been down, but it's not showing right now.
No, he's got his confidence back, fully rolling by Andy Belmont to take over 12th. Ron Cox in the 23 car is up ahead next. You see Belmont waving to the traffic behind him as he rolls down the back straightaway here. And there's trouble. 1 car's in the wall. Kevin Counselor, the target saw is 19. Kevin out of Florida. He has spun and backed into the wall plenty hard. And that will bring out a caution flag here at the Nashville Superspeedway. Ken Schrader's crew takes a look at the monitors to see where their driver stands. 3rd as we take a timeout.
Well, Frank Kimmel, who's been so awesome all day long, is back on pit road. Now, I just got here. I don't know the scoop. I do know that they are working on the right front of that race car, maybe removing a spring rubber. Not sure it's kind of looking that way. We'll catch up with crew chief Bill Kimmel. Yep, looks like it. I saw the spring rubber go flying through the air as they continue to adjust on the right front of that Advanced Auto Parts Ford of Frank Kimmel. Hopefully they can get him out of the way because got the field coming down. But let's check in with Bill Kimmel here real soon and see what's going on.
2/3 of this race complete. Billy Venturini on the racetrack. Smoke showing again from the 25 car. Don Radabaugh still on pit road for us.
Well, Bill, an unscheduled pit stop. What's going on?
Oh, we just messed up on it there. We wanted to pull the rubber out, loosen the car up a little bit, and we got the tar hung up in there too quick, so we had to come back in and do it again. I think we'll be fine. We got plenty of time to get back up front, so we'll be all right.
So Kimmel will give up the restart lead. It's Stanton Barrett once again. Ken Schrader restarts second. Shauna Robinson goes 3rd ahead of Mike Swain. On board with Schrader diving down into turn 1.
Whoa. Schrader went to look down to the bottom, and the door was not open.
If you're not familiar with Stanton Barrett, he has got a lot of racing experience for a young driver. He's raced in the Busch Series. He's raced local late models, raced ASA several times last year. Schrader takes advantage of his superior experience and just hauls right by the lead once again. Shauna Robinson moves by into 2nd spot. That shuffles Barrett back to 3rd. He's going to get shuffled back to 4th right now.
Yeah, he went from 1st to 4th in 1 lap. But, you know, I don't think he's got the right combination for the tires right now. He hasn't changed tires, and you can see the guys that had the fresher tires just went right by him.
We're on board with the 05 of Rick Corelli. He has moved up to 3rd in the Remax Chevrolet, and he's dogging Shauna Robinson down the backstretch.
Look at the hood bouncing. That gives you an idea of how much dirty air, that's what they call it, dirty air, is coming off of the back of Shauna Robinson's car, and it's bouncing on the hood of Rick Corelli and causing that hood to vibrate that bad.
Closing in on the 100-lap mark here today, and you can see the windshield of Corelli's car also starting to get dirty, and it's later in the afternoon. The sun dropping down. It's a little hard to see at some points on the racetrack.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the sun's going in, it's coming back, you know, there's cloud coverage. As you say that, Corelli puts a move underneath Shauna Robinson.
Turns underneath her going down the back straightaway, going for 2nd spot in that Chevrolet, and Schrader way up by the wall.
Did you notice that too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Schrader, you got to come off the wall a little. There's no reason to be up there.
You know, Schrader harkens back to his sprint car days occasionally and takes it right up to the fence at certain racetracks. There's Corelli now with that 2nd spot move in the Remax car underneath Shauna, Stanton Barrett 4th. And how about Jason Jarrett up to 5th?
Yeah, not bad. Whoa, look at the smoke coming off of Billy's car.
The 25, the Venturini Chevrolet. He's fighting with Mike Swain for 6th and 7th. And I don't know, Bill, you may get a call to go back downstairs the way that's starting to go.
You know, if he could keep his foot in the throttle, there doesn't be a problem with it.
Take a look toward the front once again. There's Stanton Barrett. Corelli's car, we're on board the 05 machine. He is 2nd now to Schrader. Schrader pulling away about 12 car lengths as they bounce down into turn 1 again.
It looks like Corelli's starting to reel Ken Schrader in right now. I don't know if Schrader's backing up or if actually the way I've been watching Corelli, it looks like he's just getting through the corners. Really good.
I think he may have the quickest car on the racetrack at this point. Take a look back a little further in the pack. Here comes Frank Kimmel to the outside of Andy Belmont. Kimmel 11th after that unscheduled stop where they pulled the right front spring rubber out and then had the right front tire get hung up under the race car. They had to do a little extra work there. It cost them about 30 seconds, I would guess, on pit road.
Yeah, but, you know, like Bill said, they've got, I feel, probably the best race car on the racetrack right now, so they're not too concerned. They figure they can get through traffic pretty good.
Kimmel to the inside, trying to dispatch another car. That's Stedman Marlin in the 95 machine to the outside there. He's moved around Belmont and Marlin to put himself back in the top 10. And look at this. He's going to drop down low up on the backstretch.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he's going high or low. He seems to be able to put the car wherever he wants right now.
Kimmel swings around another competitor as we ride with Andy Belmont. There's the 46th Advance Auto Parts Ford moving in on Ron Cox now for 9th spot. And there he goes to the inside of Cox without any trouble whatsoever.
Yep. Like I said, he can put the car high, he can put the car low. It doesn't seem to matter right now. He's not having a problem with grip with the tires.
No. Tim Steele back there in the 16 car running in the top 12 as well. And here's Corelli. Now with lap traffic, he's gotten right up on Schrader's back bumper.
Yeah, he's definitely reeled Kenny in, and he's looking to go underneath him. You can't go there yet.
He's got time. He can be patient. Leaders down the front straightaway, lapping some of the slower machines through the tryover. Schrader first, Corelli second. 9 in the 05. But look at this. Corelli to the inside of Schrader. He'll go right on by.
What a
lap traffic is a big thing.
Yeah, what a slide job. Did you see that? Kind of looked like he might have touched him and slid underneath him.
Driven by the 17 of A.J. Hendrickson, the 28 of Mike Buckley from Michigan.
You know, the in-car camera, the last shot showed Kenny Schrader really sawing on its steering wheel. I think the handle on Kenny Schrader's car is going away.
Oh, we've got trouble. Oh, no, it's Billy Venturini in your 25 car, Bill. He's hit the wall a ton, it looks like.
That car's got a lot of damage. I hope he's all right.
Oh, boy, the front and the back of the car heavily damaged. Caution will fly here at Nashville Superspeedway. Corelli will give up the lead he had built. There's the 25 car. You're going to need a little help getting that one back in the hauler to head back to Charlotte.
Yeah, I just hope I haven't seen the window net come down yet, so
safety is there to take a look. Let's get another look at it. A replay up in turn 1. Looks like he's okay here. 22 moves inside. He just loses it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if it was from that oil or not, but it looked like just as he got in the corner, the car got loose. Holy smokes, the car really hit hard. It's up in the air and spun all the way around.
So Billy Venturini's day comes to an unfortunate end before the checkered flag can fall here at Nashville. Safety crew on hand to try to take a look, make sure everything's okay. And Billy Venturini had a close call there. Another competitor down the inside just missed the 25. There
he's out of the car.
He has the net down, hat on, he's okay. It's sore, it looks like. Wow, close call indeed. Glad to see Billy's okay. The car is not, but you can put that back together. Welcome back to the Nashville Superspeedway in Lebanon, Tennessee. Rick Benjamin with Bill Venturini. Don Radebow on pit road. The ARCA Re Series, the PFG Lester 150, second event of the 2001 season. Getting down to it now, ready for a restart. Rick Corelli in the 05 is your restart leader. Ken Schrader in the Federated Auto Parts Pontiac. We'll line up in second spot, and we are racing.
Yeah, Corelli definitely brought him down to the restart slow. He must wanted to try and get a jump on everybody, but right now he sure didn't fool Kenny. Oh, did you see Schrader's car wiggle?
Yeah.
The center of the corner? That's the first time I've seen that happen.
Corelli and Schrader close on the backstretch. The 15 of Barrett third. Shauna Robinson going for the spot. Schrader takes the lead. Corelli comes right back at him on the high side through 3 and 4. Shauna wants third spot and more. Schrader has put Corelli away, at least for the moment. And look at Shauna. She's right there with him.
Yeah, Shauna's definitely, she's getting racy right now. She has a feeling she's got a car that'll go to the front, and she's going to show it.
Speaking of racy, Jason Jarrett in that 67 car up to 4th
Up to 4th. Okay. All the way from, what, 38th?
Yeah. That is a quick race car. Here's Shauna putting a move on Corelli for second down into the corner.
And as Shauna goes underneath Corelli, Kimmel goes underneath Jason Jarrett.
Kimmel on the move as well. Down to 10th spot just a few moments ago. And look at this. Shauna Robinson to the outside of Schrader. Did she take the lead here? I don't know.
There was a yellow flag. No, yellow came out.
Shauna's well-known husband, Jeff Clark, is standing by pit road with Don Radebow.
Well, with Jeff Clark, the engine tuner for Dale Earnhardt Jr. on some days, but today you're down here hoping and praying for your wife, Shauna Robinson, to go to victory lane for the very first time. How do you feel at this point?
We're real proud of her. She's driven a great race today. She's kept that car up front. The Aaron's car's done great. This whole crew's really done a great job in the pits. We're going to see what happens next few laps, see if we can't get a win here.
Is the car better than the 99 of Schrader?
Definitely. Off of 2 and off of 4. That's where you win races, off the corner. And she's got them covered today.
Wow, that's pretty confident from Jeff Clark. Take a look at our field summary. Schrader, your leader, though. Shauna did not get credit for taking the lead. Why, Bill?
Because when the yellow comes out in ARCA, they do not race back to the start-finish line. In the Winston Cup and the Busch Series, you do. In ARCA, you do not. You freeze the field when the yellow comes out. And she had not passed Ken Schrader yet before they got to the start-finish line.
Getting down to the last couple of laps here in Nashville. 4 to go. Schrader has the restart lead. Shauna is second. The 05 of Pirelli is third, and here's Frank Kimmel in the 46 car on the move. He is fourth, but he wants more.
That is what you call a power move. When you can drive around, when 2 fast cars are racing side by side, and you can go around the guy on the outside, we call that a power movement. Frank sure showed us what that was today.
Kimmel showing you why he was the fast qualifier here this weekend. They've had a couple of problems. They've had to go to pit road more than they would have liked today. He's third. He's running out of time. Schrader, your leader, with 3 to go.
3 to go. I don't know. He's got to get around Shauna, who's running second. And that's going to take a little time because he's not going to be able to blow by her because she's fast. And I think Kimmel's going to have a problem right now. And Schrader's definitely building himself a nice cushion.
I'm thinking that Schrader may have had a few more cards in his hand than he was showing earlier.
Well, I said it earlier when he first took the lead and then backed up. I said, I think he was just wanted to see what he had so he knew when it came time at the end of the race, he knew where he had to be.
Shauna Robinson settling in second. Schrader's opened up a big lead with 2 to go. Meantime, Kimmel wants at least second spot away from Shauna. His car seems to be handling better. He's able to get lower on the racetrack.
Yeah, look at it. Right in the center, Frank's able to turn it, come right back down to the yellow line. There's nobody doing it. Not even Schrader's car's doing that right now.
Schrader's your leader in the 99. Shauna Robinson second in the 8 car. Third is Kimmel with the red 46 machine. Down the back chute into turn 3. White flag will be in the air this time by. Nobody's challenging Schrader. Pirelli rides 4th. Battle is for second spot. Kimmel trying to close in on Shauna Robinson. Final turn around this 1 1/3 mile concrete speedway. Schrader up onto the backstretch all by himself in the 99 car. Looking for his second win of the season. He's won a Winston West race in Phoenix. Here's the battle for second. Kimmel dives low inside Shauna Robinson's machine. Through 3 and 4, here comes Pirelli. Schrader will come to the stripe and pick up the checkered flag. Ken Schrader will win the first race ever at Nashville Superspeedway. Kimmel gets by for second spot. Shauna hangs on for third. Rick Pirelli takes home 4th in the PFG Lester 150 today here at Nashville. Great finish to an exciting race. We'll talk to the winner in a moment. Series brought to you by RE/MAX. In the race to sell homes, our track record second to none. RE/MAX, outstanding agents, outstanding results. And by Cornwell Quality Tools, professional mechanics worldwide choose Cornwell, the official tools of ARCA. And by Suzuki ATVs, makers of the Quadmaster 500 4x4. It has the performance to keep you rolling. Well, the afternoon's action complete. Time for our Suzuki Quadmaster 4x4 move of the race. How about this move? Rick Pirelli taking the lead here in the 05 car from Ken Schrader with a great inside-out move late in the going. Unfortunately, Pirelli couldn't make it pay off for the victory, but he does come home with a nice 4th place finish. Take a look at your full field rundown. Schrader the winner. Kimmel finishes second. Ron Cox comes home 11th ahead of Rick Markle. Stedman Marlin 13th. Randy Briggs 15th. Jeff Falk in 18th spot. Joe Cooksey in 28th ahead of cabin counselor Philip Cranifus. Todd Boucher grabs 25th. Billy Venturini, by the way, was fine. He finishes 26th. Brad Smith takes the checkered flag in 37th spot. Don Radabaugh on victory lane with Ken Schrader.
Great race, Ken Schrader. I sure enjoyed it from this angle. How was it from yours?
Well, we had to work on that. You know, Frank was awful good. He elected to come back in and put him at the back, and everybody kind of got running a little better, and I guess it was harder through. I didn't think I'd get I messed up and let Rick get around me there, and I knew if I didn't get him right there in that restart, we'd be in trouble, but tires were so hard. I had mine heated up a little better than he was. I was able to roll underneath him off too. And
how's it feel to be in victory lane?
It feels good because we've been a ways from victory lane for a while, so it feels pretty good.
Heck of a run today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Schrader the winner. Frank Kimmel is the points leader after 2 races. Robinson, Belmont, Jarrett, and Kirby the top 5. Let's meet our second place finisher today, down to Don Radabaugh.
Well, we heard from some of the other drivers that seemed to think you had the best race car out there today. Did you think so? Could you have caught the 99 with a little more green?
Well, I think I'd have caught him. I don't know if I'd have passed him or not. Kenny's the best one out there. He does a great job, and we were going to put on a good battle for sure. And Rick Corelli raced me clean there. Ran around him on the outside, and you don't do that to too many people. And Shauna ran me great. She was doing everything she could to stay ahead, as she should have. And we went into 3 side by side. She gave me just enough room, and we never touched or anything. It was a great race, and just wish it would have been about 10 more.
Our congratulations to Ken Schrader and his federated Pontiac team. I want to thank Don Radabaugh on pit road. Bill Venturini is our analyst. We want to remind you that racing communications are provided by Racing Electronics, the official communications supplier of ARCA. For a free catalog, give them a call at 1-800-272-7111. Hope you enjoyed our coverage today of ARCA Remax Series action from the Nashville Superspeedway. Our congratulations to Ken Schrader. I'm Rick Benjamin. We'll talk to you next time.